Welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I'm going to be watching some more Epica with their song "Wake of the World," featuring Phil Lanzon from Uriah Heep and Tommy Karevik from Camelot. Um, I don't know a whole lot about Phil. I've heard Uriah Heep in passing, but I've never really listened to them. Um, and of course, Tommy, I do have heard before. I've heard him on all the Aryan stuff, and Camelot actually opened for Nightwish last time I saw them, which was 10, 11, 12 years ago, whenever it was. Um, and of course, they're great. I love his voice. He has this such a powerful voice. With Phil, I'm curious. I looked him up. I looked up who he was and what he did in Uriah Heep, and he's a keyboard player and a backing vocalist. So I'm not sure exactly where he's going to fit into the song. Unfortunately, there's not a live version or a video version of this. There's only the audio. So I'll need y'all to let me know exactly what he does in the song if it doesn't explain it in the lyrics or whatever. But I'm excited to see this. So here we go. Before we get too far into it, the intro, the sound, I'm assuming it's Phil on the keyboards, just doing a lot of very. It has an old school feel, which is way different than what Epica usually sounds and feels like. They're usually very modern and symphonic and modern. A lot of that keyboard stuff sounded very 70s, 80s, very cool. I'm assuming that's the um, Phil's. Uh, God, I can't even. I'm stuttering over the words. Um, his contributions to the song. Very cool sounding with the more modern sounding, of the rest of the band. Interesting mix. So I'm interested in seeing the rest of this. Very 60s feel. Yeah, that keyboard run right there at the end of it, very cool, very 70s. Oh damn, That's all I'm hearing in that. That's so good. Um, and all the musical breaks so far, and there's only been a couple, like switches from, epicas, symphonic, big, epic. As soon as the vocals stopped, it almost like reverted to the 70s. The 70s, almost prog, very specific sound, which is an interesting mix of going back and forth between the symphonic to the progressive. Very cool. I just think I heard Tommy about to start singing, but right here when I start, you'll hear it's really subtle. It wasn't really forward in the mix, but it a run down with keyboard, which is a sound that's not usually the Epica doesn't usually use. That Cohen usually doesn't use that I don't know, a patch or whatever it is on his keyboards, but it was very unique and sounded old school. What the? It's so subtle underneath it.
No time to waste, no time for change, no more tomorrow. All that we see is born from sorrow. Is this a dream? Show what's real. The world is crying. A seed within begins to move into a symphony. And on music, triumph over triumph. You are never gonna live your dream. Sun and so let me fire. You are too powerful.
That's very 70s right there.
Time will come, turn dreams into melodies by bringing our hearts together. A simple tune, a song to wake the world and light the
Okay. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of that breakdown. That was God, Boston. That's what popped in my head is Boston immediately. Wow. This is a cool combination of new symphonic metal and old school prog and stuff like that. Very cool. Tommy's is an amazing singer. He's such a badass. And the harmonies with Simone, she can sound good with anybody. She really can. She's such a good singer. Beautiful voice. I love her voice. And then my throat's super dry for some reason. And then Mark's growls underneath. It's almost like the counterpoint, this hopeful, almost, can our music save the world? Can our music heal? And then Mark's growls underneath are much darker. So it's really cool. I'm really digging this song. But this breakdown, as soon as it started, first thing that popped to my mind was Boston. Organ under there. so cool right there.
The time will come, turn dreams into.
Yeah, that whole section was old school. It sounded so cool. Even when they went into the I guess you'd call it a guitar solo. It wasn't like one of these super fast, crazy guitar solos, but just that guitar over the organ and a little bit of drums. It all slowed down, got quiet, but it still felt very um, old school. This is a great example of mixing two time periods, basically, and it's working really well. Usually, when a band decides to do an old school song, the whole song is that old school, or they do all of one thing. This is a great mix where it's the modern and the old school at the same time, and it sounds really cool. I'm really digging this. Hold on, a lot of stuff, a lot is going on right now under as layers and layers and layers. Was Mark just doing a industry, like not singing, but just a growl underneath that whole section right there? He just growled across that. Build. Okay, that was Epica with Wake the World featuring Phil Lanzon and Tommy Karevik. Cool, very cool. There at the end as it was building, and that last time through the um, the chorus section, Tommy and Simone were basically singing two different um, lyric lines, but they were meeting up in specific spots, and it was really cool that they were singing differently, but it fit together perfectly. That's talent, to be able to write something like that and then to pull it off. Very cool. That was a really interesting mix. I've said 100 times during the video, the mix of the symphonic with the 70s prog. It went together so well, and it would be like there were sections of the chorus where it was like it would be like a normal is not quite the right word, but a familiar Epica line, and then it would drop into this very 70s feel when they would sing right before they'd sing the forever word. There's like a descending notes into that forever, and that's just sounded like old school. I mean, that's the only word I can think of to put it with. Really enjoyed this. Tommy, of course, sounded amazing. Simone always sounds amazing. The rest of the band killing it. Mark's growls always work. I'm assuming a lot of that keyboard work was Phil, and he was just absolutely killing it. Love it. If you like the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I have a Patreon. The link will be down in the description. You guys really do mean the world to me. I love doing this for you guys, and I will talk to you guys next time.